What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine.
And I am still James.
And we have a epic trailer reaction. Justice League, the Snyder Cut just dropped today. By the way, happy Valentine's Day. And we are going to review and discuss and react to this trailer. But before we do that, what's going to happen before we do that?
I believe, let me check my notes. Oh, we got an intro.
All right, we have returned. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the moment you have been waiting for. We are going to review or react to the Snyder Cut trailer. Question, before we watch this, are you looking forward to this, or were you one of the guys who wanted the Snyder Cut, or was satisfied with the original?
I wanted the Snyder Cut. I've always had a problem with studios releasing the version of a movie they like.
Hell yeah.
Because they never know a damn thing about what a movie's supposed to be. You know, so like I know what we said on a lot of these kinds of movies. You hired the man to direct the movie. Yeah. Why would you release anything other than the version of the movie he directed? Right.
I can't believe all the so-called DC fans that's trying to speak out against this.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, that's fine. But I want to see, if it's more footage out there, why wouldn't you want to see?
Yeah. You know, like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
his vision.
Because it's kind of like the Star Wars thing, right? You hired a guy who had a vision for what you wanted to make. Then you said, we'll make something else.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, just as someone who watches movies, I wanted to see the whole movie he had planned out, and I didn't get to see it.
Right.
That bothers me.
And not to mention, it was this movie seems like it was going to set up for other movies.
Yeah.
So I want to see what all that potential was, that we got just robbed of.
And I hear a lot of people saying, it's like, well, it's not going to be any better. In fact, it's going to be worse. It's going to be too much this, too much that.
I don't want to hear all that. Let me see. Let me judge for myself. They always trying to tell us.
But it's like, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't have seen that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's watch it, because we don't want to don't want to talk too much before it.
But before we watch that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
Because ain't nearly enough of y'all subscribe.
Yeah, and that's true. And make sure you hit the alert icon so we can so you get videos every time. So you get alerts every time we post new videos. So let's watch this trailer and find out what it do, and you have a little discussion reaction with us. So without further ado, the Snyder Cut, Justice League, the Snyder Cut trailer.
The bell's been rung. Out in the dark, among the stars, the god is dead.
I had a dream. Almost like a premonition. I think there's an attack coming.
My lord, this world will fall.
I need warriors. I'm building an alliance to defend ourselves.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave the red cape at it.
You were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes you the rest of your life, find out what that reason is.
said the age of heroes would never come again.
It will. It has to.
We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right, Batman?
Did they really cap it off with "We live in a society"? Oh wow, that was a bold choice.
He didn't sound though. You know what? He actually sound cool. Like he didn't sound like he did in Suicide Squad. Almost.
Yeah.
You know, to me.
Yeah.
What you think?
He leaned a
About
little
Joker.
more towards like the Heath Ledger tone. with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, with the painted on
Yeah.
face like that.
Yeah, which I'm cool with.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's ever going to be mad that a live screen Joker leans towards the Heath Ledger thing.
Well, right, and so if he come more like that and less like the Suicide Squad Joker, are you gonna be cool with that?
Yeah.
Because would you have a problem with it being inconsistent?
No.
Okay.
Well, like, look, I read comics. They're on record in like.
Yeah.
There's 3 different Jokers.
I was about to say because
So-
every different artist and writer got a different version of
Yeah.
every character.
Yeah. So it's like, as far as there being inconsistency with the Joker, that's kind of consistent.
Yeah.
So, like-
Okay. So wait. We got a lot to talk about here.
Right.
We got a lot to talk about here, and this looked like a whole different movie.
Yeah.
It looked like a whole different movie. Like this trailer was so badass. If this trailer was the first Justice League trailer, it probably would have made more money than it made.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about the other Justice League trailer, and even that teaser, I wasn't really feeling.
Right.
And I feel like Zack Snyder held back a lot of his stuff because once he realized what they was going to do, he's like, okay, you can use your footage. Then you ain't using all my footage. I got a lot of footage.
Right.
You ain't using all that.
He's like, look, y'all don't even understand. I cut 3 different trailers before it went to editing. Okay, y'all ain't ready for all this, so I'm gonna just keep this.
Well, yeah, y'all ready, but it ain't coming from me.
Right.
So I'm not going to let you think that you're going to get all that,
Right.
you know, and from him.
Yeah. And then have folks looking at me like I effed up.
Yeah, for real, though. And I'm looking like, whoa, this going to be epic, man.
Yeah.
I'm on board I was on board for the 4-hour movie or the episodes.
Yeah.
They're just gonna do a whole movie.
Yeah.
4 hours.
Ooh,
I might not be able to watch it in one setting, but no, I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna make sure I got that day clear to
Yeah.
watch it. It ain't gonna be or I might just have to watch half and the other half or whatever. I mean, 4 hours. That's a long
lot.
chunk.
That's a lot. Yeah.
But I'm looking like this gonna be so epic, and a lot of directors would love to have that long to tell a
you're
movie.
right. Well, because it's kind of like you get to write a play when you
Yeah.
have 4 hours.
Right.
You don't have to worry about how long will people sit in their seats and watch this. How many bathroom breaks they gonna need. You just say, this is the story. Make sure you got time.
Right, and that's kind of the problem too when you make a movie. If you make it 4 hours, it could be an epic, great movie, but you got to consider you out.
Yeah.
And you at the movie theater, and you don't want to. The 4 hours is a little too long to be there at the movie theater.
Yeah. But I think the new landscape of like movie making is going to allow them to start doing more stuff like this.
Yeah.
Because since so many folks are going to be watching it at home anyways.
Right.
It's like you can pause it when you need to.
Right.
If something come up, you can pause it, go get your work done, come back and start up again. And if you have that luxury of the time and space, you can go to a movie theater and watch this.
Yeah.
But most people ain't going to do that.
Right. I mean, like you said, that's going to help creators say, I don't have to tighten it up so much that it's incoherent. Now I can just let it play out, even if it's going to be long because it's going to be a streaming format, and that gives you the opportunity to, like you said, pause it, watch half of it, watch half today, half tomorrow. that way I can get that whole vision out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I like that, man. And I'm gonna look at some shots here. Check this one out. What you think of this? The city.
Man,
that's beautiful, man.
Like,
is that Gotham?
I don't know.
That's just a beautiful shot.
It's hard to see a DC skyline that has chaos in it and not assume Gotham.
Yeah.
But like that could be Metropolis. That could be just about anywhere. But it's gorgeous.
It's a beautiful shot, man.
It reminds me of the way on Gotham they used to do like those panning shots of the Gotham skyline, and each season you'd see it in different states of like chaos.
Yeah.
And it would go into the title card. Like it reminds me of that.
What is this right here with the?
The god is dead.
I think that's the Olympus.
I mean, not Olympus.
I want to say that's where they were keeping the mother box on Themyscira.
Okay.
But I'm not 100 on that.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff here that I've never seen.
And we got shots of that
almost like a
nightmare
premonition.
Where
I had a dream.
So are they going to have a lot more footage of that?
I'm thinking so. I'm
You know?
thinking so. Because when we first got the movie, that was something he had said was there was so much in that nightmare sequence that he wanted to get in the finished product that got cut.
Right. And this is a beginning to start the Injustice storyline. I believe Snyder wanted to eventually do that. And I'm thinking like this, people, this is what I'm tired of. The complaints of people saying, this is, Batman don't kill. Superman's always about happy and justice and Boy Scout. And I was like, look, we got the 78 Superman. Go watch it. It's still a great movie.
Yeah.
Somebody has a vision to do something different. Let's see what it be. Before you say you want everything the same, let's see what this other version of this, you know what I'm saying, hero is. Because I was looking like the version of Superman you talking about, it already exists and it's still a good movie. The 78 Superman is still a good, go watch it.
Like
that's what you want, go watch it. Don't keep trying to make the same damn movie.
Exactly. Because that's still one of the best comic book movies, one of the best movies that's ever been made. So like if that's what you want, it's right there, go do it. But also, you can't tell me this won't be like just taking this vision by itself. You can't tell me it won't be it's not a good idea. It might not be what you want to see.
Yeah.
But I've watched tons of movies that weren't what I want to see, but they were great watches.
Yeah, but I know I'm just tired of people crapping on it because this is not the vision. I mean, this is not the original version of. This is another version. I'm okay with saying this is another version, and we got that version. And it's like, are you trying to say? If you just trying to say repeat what's been done, then I'm out. Yeah. I don't need to see the same thing.
That and like I usually just like tune people out. Won't say so going on. Hey, Batman doesn't kill. I'm like, listen, if you consume enough Batman content, there's a lot of stuff where people are alive in name only.
Yeah,
when somebody gets blown through a brick wall, and you hear them impact the wall on the other side of an alley.
Yeah,
they ain't alive.
Man, see, I think in BVS we got some wiggle room there. Where some of them they gotta be dead, but he didn't just walk up and shoot him in the head.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, it's wiggle room there because honestly, and Zack Snyder had a point. You can't do what he do and not have some people die.
Yeah.
And there, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
because if you play the game, Batman hits people with his car, with his tank, but somehow they just get electrocuted.
Yeah.
Like where he have them,
they just bounce off.
Yeah, and they get you kind of like go around them and shock them.
Yeah.
Or whatever, which just can't happen. Just like, come on, man.
Like
seriously.
And I think there's this weird disconnect between the audience and the content where it's like, okay, so we agree none of this stuff makes sense, right? Cool. Hey, that doesn't make sense. Yeah. What did we just say?
I'm cool, man. It's like I'm not having a hissy fit about some people might have been dying from Batman and BVS. I'm cool, whatever. Yeah. The stakes are real high right now, so I'm not even worried about that. People worried about the smallest crap. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about Darkseid. I got this. I'm gonna show this clip of him. What you think of how Darkseid looks? That's a good looking. What you think? Hold on.
I'm still undecided on Darkseid. One, Darkseid's like all of everything on his side of things. Like the characters are very oddly proportioned in the original media.
Well, he's kind of in the darkness.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Right.
I guess I thought he'd be a little bigger.
Like I expected him to be thicker.
Right. He is a little, because I mean he's supposed to be pretty much equivalent to Thanos, right?
Yeah.
So which I think Thanos came. I think Darkseid. Who was first, Thanos or Darkseid?
I would assume
They
Darkseid.
pretty much the same character.
I mean,
What I was hearing, that one character was made, whichever character was made first, the other one kind of
yeah,
pretty much modeled after that.
Yeah.
After that character, and I think Darkseid was first. But anyway, yeah, I mean, it do look good, like everything.
Yeah, it looks good.
But I'm thinking, I need to see it more, in action,
Yeah.
more of display. But actually, I mean, when I look at it right here, it do look like everything. It looks badass. The CGI look badass. Now I need to see him like how they did Thanos. Remember the first couple times they showed him, it got better and better and better,
yeah.
until they did the what's the not end game? What's the one? Infinity War,
yeah.
where I guess they used mocap, where it was like, okay, they made him so lifelike in there.
One thing that works to their advantage with Darkseid versus Thanos is Thanos has actual skin.
Yeah.
Darkseid's flesh is
like rock or something.
Like it's supposed to be stony in appearance. Like
okay.
So
yeah.
Because technically, his body is technically a golem. So
yeah. So look at this scene here, where it's like it. So they gonna show Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Because this is on Apocalypse.
Yeah. As far as a snapshot of Apocalypse, that bit you get to see of the outside, that's pretty spot on.
They cut all that out. Can you believe that?
Man.
Like they literally cut their own balls off because they did not want to continue with.
I'm gonna be honest with
a universe.
It wouldn't have made for a good movie, and I'll say this, but if we had just gotten a little bit of Steppenwolf and then a lot of background stuff on Apocalypse, as a comic book fan, that would have meant more to me.
Yeah, I mean, well, then also for us knowing what we kind of dealing with, would have helped by showing where Steppenwolf came from.
Yeah,
because we didn't know nothing about Steppenwolf.
He just showed up.
Yeah, but they also cut out the scene in BVS. They cut out all his building blocks.
Yeah,
because they cut out the scene in BVS where they showed where they showed Les Luthor talking to Steppenwolf. Was Steppenwolf told him how to do what he did. And was like, yeah, you do this, do that, and if you don't handle that, okay, I'm coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we got that building block. He made it, but it just got cut out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did like that scene. See right here, I remember this in the animated, where Darkseid told Steppenwolf, "Hey, go take their planet real quick."
Yeah.
He's like, "Yes, so I'm gonna add this planet to my collection or whatever."
Yeah.
So, that gave us some backstory on why did even Steppenwolf come.
Yeah.
As far as we came, he just came out of nowhere with the axe. Yeah, that's how they did in the other
Well,
one.
like even his characterization in the movie is so shallow.
Yeah.
Where like you don't know if he's some violent madman or
They kind of made it that he was. They said the mother box drove him crazy, some bull crap.
Man, but like he just seems disconnected from the movie.
Yeah, he was such a generic villain. So at this point, which, okay, yeah, let me ask you about this. Are you cool with the new look, or?
I mean, it's still like I'm not fond of either look. This one looks better.
Yeah.
But like, and I guess I can kind of get why they would go a different route than the way because he's just a you know what he looks like in the comics and in the cartoons.
Yeah.
He looks like Peter Dinklage as Atri in Infinity War.
Yeah.
Like he's a giant dwarf.
Steppenwolf is?
Like, cause he's kind of built like a giant version of Wolverine. Like he's got he's very square.
But don't he got like a human face though with a goatee?
Yeah.
Right, because what I saw in the animated version, he was just like he looked human.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually in the Apocalypse, Darkseid brother is a human too, right? Orion.
He's a new god, but they look human.
Right. Also, but they also did that with Thanos. Thanos got a human brother.
Yeah, but
you see the similarities there?
they went a different route with it. We won't get into all that. But, yeah, they made him look much more human, too. Yeah, so.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we already got that opposing threat, though. They did show, I did like the cuts they had with what's his name, Flash. They showed him taking off running when they were showing all the they cut it together well.
Yeah.
And I hope they can improve the way Ezra Miller is running.
Yeah.
To defend ourselves.
How do you know your team's strong enough?
So, good. It was not a good. So, did they add that scene? Was that a Josh Whedon scene, that rooftop scene with Batman?
Yeah.
So that was a Josh Whedon.
That's a
scene?
Josh Whedon scene.
I wasn't crazy about that, especially that slow ass backflip.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't Batman.
Yeah.
Like, who did that?
Yeah.
Batman gonna do a flip. He could do a flip, but it's not for style.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't.
Like, if it would be better served by him just hopping off, he'll just hop off.
Yeah, I just don't see him do. I never see him do showing off moves like
Yeah.
that.
It's not really his style, no.
Yeah.
But, like, a lot of the Joss Whedon stuff in that movie really took me out of it.
Yeah.
His sense of humor, his sense of timing.
Yeah, having Flash fall on Wonder Woman's tits.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. That's Josh Whedon.
Yeah.
Juvenile. I mean, that's not funny.
No.
That was maybe funny when I was 11.
Yeah.
But right now,
there's a lot of shtick in his style of filmmaking.
Yeah. So, let's see here. The black suit is, I'm sure, okay, so Superman got the black suit on.
Yeah.
So, man, put a shirt on. Like, he just had to show off.
Oh, man.
But no.
What that reason is.
So they made sure, he got that black suit on.
Yeah.
And that's leading to that, it's got to be leading to the Injustice plot, right? Because Zack Snyder, I know when Superman came back in the comics from after his death, he had the black suit with a mullet. But I just really believe Zack Snyder was setting the seeds for the Injustice plot.
I mean, I don't know about that. At least, like, definitely a bit of Superman going dark side. Like, I definitely think he wants to do that. One, because they did a little bit of that in Justice League.
Yeah. I mean, the Nightmare scene, by them showing that more, showing that he's going that way, but that's going to be another timeline.
Yeah.
So, being that if something happens, it's going to go this way.
Yeah.
So, they're going to have to stop it from happening to keep it where it should be,
Yeah.
So, that's interesting in itself. I mean, that give us a point, that give us a reason to see something we haven't seen live action before.
And even with Warner Brothers,
I don't know why people don't want to see it.
Right. Even with Warner Brothers trying to shift things on the DC movies towards like individual projects, I think this will set the groundwork for Zack Snyder getting to do his own like self-contained like Injustice style plot.
Yeah. I mean, and I think he got the opportunity. He's got the opportunity because he's on what's the name of now?
Yeah.
HBO Max, which give him a lot more leeway. And it's like he want to do long movies or whatever, or like when he makes something, it's gonna be long because that's how he do it.
Right.
That's fine on streaming, So since you on streaming, you got a lot. You can take a lot more liberties. So I'm happy with it.
Definitely.
So overall, and then let's talk about the last thing. We gotta watch the last thing. We're gonna watch this over again.
Isn't that right? Batman.
Was that too dramatic for you? Jared Leto is just
he's a theater kid, man. Like
I don't know, man. Jared, man, he just always overdo it. Even when he underdoing it, he's overdoing it.
Because I would have rather if that had just been like a languid like drop back of the head.
All right, hold on.
Society.
Hold on.
Honor.
Let's get fun.
Get that we live in a society bit.
All right, hold on.
It has to.
We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right? Batman.
He don't sound too bad. You know what? I think if he didn't do Suicide Squad and already leave that bad taste in your mouth, you might be like, oh, this kind of good, but I can't taste it because I got that nasty taste in my mouth from that other crap you gave me.
Need a palate cleanser. Yeah, like the only problem I have with this little glimpse in this trailer is that isn't that right? Batman. Like, you couldn't have made that a little more natural, like even like
he said,
nah, like just like
Batman.
Batman. But like just like an off kilter dropping the head on the shoulder type thing would have worked better.
Yeah.
Like not the Batman.
Dude, he got okay. So let's look at this scene. Did he have like an AK? It looked like he had a gun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back just a little bit to see. Right here, right there. Don't look like he got a gun. On
Yeah,
his,
like an M16.
and he got a vest on.
Yeah.
So I think at this point they are allies.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Where it got to the point where Superman just like, hey, because I remember if you played Injustice, Superman was like, look, we ain't got time for this going to jail crap. No,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Take you to jail, you get out next week. No. If you're a criminal, I'm going to break your neck. Period. All right, any questions? Know what? I ain't even asking no questions. That's it. If you're a criminal, I'm just going to break your neck. Holla. That's his own, that was it. And so Batman had to get these alliances with anybody to stop him or whatever.
Whoever will side with him, like, so he had Harley Quinn, he had a couple of other villains working for.
Yeah, right. It was, honestly, ask me this. Would you be interested in seeing the next, and I think this was Zack is doing, instead of like going on with all the other movies where the DC universe might be going, can I just do the Injustice movie with these characters?
I'd be for
because
it.
they all on board.
Yeah.
Like
I'd be
Ben
for
Affleck and Ray Fisher and Jared Leto and Henry Cavill.
If nothing else, Ray Fisher and Zack Snyder have earned this.
Yeah. They've been taking a lot of flack. They've been going at it with all these dudes and stuff. And I'm thinking like this, out of all this, if you don't want to continue with the Snyderverse and make other Snyder movies, can we get Injustice League?
Because like it's
out of that.
The groundwork has been set.
Yeah.
There's definitely an audience for it. And you're already going to go off and make a ton of unconnected projects anyways.
Yes, they already got that going on.
So just let him have his little playground.
Yeah.
Let him tell his story, and let him treat people. Let him use the people that have already said, "Yeah, I'm with him."
Right. And ask me this, like even if you say, "Oh, this is not what," so we got a whole nother universe, or we got the individual movies with all the happy-go-lucky stuff that you want. Can we get this? Please, can we get this? Because I love Injustice.
Like, even if this turns out being a Tales from the Dark Side type thing,
right?
I'm for that too.
Right, where this is kind of like a one-off. What if?
Yeah.
What if this happened? I'm cool with that. So, overall, what is your overall thoughts on this trailer?
It was dope.
Yeah.
Like, if I hadn't already seen the first Justice League, I would have said epic.
Yeah, I know, because the thing is, this looks like a whole nother movie.
It's a whole nother movie, dude.
Yeah, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking like, we got another movie. We pretty much got another movie.
Yeah.
I'm so mad at people that was complaining that they didn't want to see it, or it's not a Snyder cut. Shut up.
Because like my thing the whole time was, I don't care how you feel about it. Let it happen.
All right.
If it bombs, you were right. If it doesn't, yay, it's a good movie.
Yeah, I don't. But so you're right. It's a risk I'd rather take because one, it's already shot.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Yeah.
So anyway, that is our reaction discussion for the Snyder Cut trailer. It comes out March 18th.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that day off.
Yeah, I know. we're gonna watch that. We're gonna take that day off, and we're gonna make sure we get the review right after. So that's gonna have to be on the calendar for 4 hours. We need to
dude. Like because they ain't no like Yeah, I'm gonna need 4 hours.
I'm thinking, not sure, might do the watch party. We'll see.
We'll see about that.
No promises. We'll see. If we had a Patreon, if we have some donations, then all right, we got you.
Right.
But yeah. So we are about to be out of here, man. Thanks for checking out the video. And as we said earlier on in the video, please subscribe to the channel so we get those subscriptions up. And hit the bell icon so you will get alert every time we post new videos.
And if you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up and drop a comment down below.
Yes. All right. We out of here. Peace.